There he is. Well, okay, let me just say it's been a couple of years trying to get this legend inducted into Tap Dance Hall of Fame. I won't go into detail, but we have a committee, and there's a lot of people that have contributed to our community and to this art form. And I am so happy that we finally have your grandfather in the Tap Dance Hall of Fame.
I'm happy too.
And it's a great honor to be standing with you, and I know that the book is reissued, and it's a beautiful book, and this guy, it's amazing that it took this long to actually have him into
The book's called Rhythm for Sale, by the way.
and it is for sale. So this is your award, his award, Leonard's award, and what would you like to say, anything?
Yeah, thanks. I thought you gave me 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say that my grandfather is smiling down from heaven for this award, and I thank Tony for it. And I thank all of you for loving tap, because that is something that, the rhythm is something that makes everybody happy. When my grandfather was alive, there was a lot of discrimination against his tap shows, his chorus lines that were famous, because a lot of his shows were in Connie's Inn and the Cotton Club, and it was a nightclub. So a lot of the churches were against it. But what happened was Reverend Adam Powell was being chased by all of these sedity, stuck-up society women, and he went to Connie's Inn to my grandfather's show, and that's where he met his first wife. They were going to throw him out of the church, but he was able to politic the deacons, and he married Isabel Washington. And then he started to tell the church that the tap dancers, the chorus lines, the musicians in the nightclubs were giving a lot of people a lot of pleasure and enjoyment, and that they were children of God. And everybody here is a child of God, but that was a long time ago. I just want to say that my grandfather was, when he started out as a pickaninny, he was doing a little tap, for money, like sandwiches and coins. But he really became famous for his chorus lines at the Apollo and at Connie's Inn and the Cotton Club and various other clubs. And Bojangles was known to be like a very violent guy, with a pearl-handled gun, and you don't mess with him. He even took out an ad in Variety telling people not to steal his tap routine. But Bojangles respected my grandfather so much that they had a tap contest at Lafayette Theater between my grandfather's chorus line and Bojangles, and my grandfather's, the Harperettes. They beat him, and he respected him so much. And like he did The Exile, he did the directing of the scenes, the dance scenes in The Exile, and he was really, like when he went to, when he did Plantation Days, he was in a show. He brought his chorus line over to England, and George Gershwin, who was a Harlemite at the time, was doing a show that sandwiched Plantation Days, and it was called The Rainbow. They booed both of them because my grandfather was black and American, and George Gershwin was white and American, and they felt they were taking away the English jobs. They booed George Gershwin for 3 days, and he left to come back. What happened with my grandfather was, in The Rainbow that George Gershwin was doing, the wardrobe person for King George, his niece was in the show. So Queen Mary brought all of the royals over to the show, and they were jazz aficionados. Queen Mary got up and gave them a standing ovation, and then that's what happened in terms of their recognition in England and in America, because Variety wrote all about it. He came back and he became the centerpiece of the Harlem Renaissance. Duke Ellington moved into his house, and during my lifetime, I spent a lot of time trying to find out about his history, and I thank God that his spirit came to me, and I was able to write the book.
Wow. So there you go. taken. Love conquers all, they say.
Radio interviews and stuff. Even if you don't want to buy the book, you'll hear further about what I said.